3 devices, same night, 3 different sleep scores. Wildly different. One told a sleeper they were 84% recovered the same night, on the same wrist. Another said 61. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which one to trust, which one to ignore, and which one is quietly the best deal of 2026, even though almost nobody recommends it. If you've ever stared at a sleep score and thought, that doesn't match how I feel, hit like. That mismatch is the entire reason this video exists. Last episode, we built the sleep tracker tier list. And a lot of you said the same thing in the comments. Fine, but which one's actually accurate? That's the fight today. Here's the uncomfortable part. You bought a tracker to fix your sleep. Now you wake up and the first thing you do is grade last night. And a bad score makes a fine morning feel like a wreck. Worse, you're making real decisions on this data, skipping a workout, doubling the coffee, buying a $400 supplement stack because your HRV is low. And the truly expensive part? If the number is wrong, every decision downstream of it is wrong too, and you'll pay for that mistake every single morning until you know which device is telling the truth. So here's how we cut through it. We didn't test 3 rings in a lab. We don't have a sleep lab, and neither do the channels that claim they do. Instead, we analyzed Reddit community data across our sleep, our mattress, and our insomnia. More than 300 threads where real owners compared these exact 3 devices side by side on the same nights. We cross-referenced every consistent complaint and praise against the manufacturer spec sheets and the published validation literature. The pattern that emerged is remarkably consistent. So when I give you a verdict, it's not my opinion of one night's data. It's the consensus of the people living with these devices, checked against what the hardware can actually do. Let's do this verdict first, device by device. Oura Ring, Gen 4. The verdict? Oura wins on sleep staging accuracy and trend reliability. And it's the one I'd hand someone whose only goal is understanding their sleep. 3 data points the community keeps surfacing. 1. The finger is a better signal site than the wrist. The artery profile in your finger gives a cleaner pulse waveform, and across the threads we read, Oura's deep sleep and REM breakdowns were the ones owners said matched their lab studies most often. 2. Battery. Oura runs roughly 7 days per charge, so you actually wear it through the night instead of charging it at bedtime. The single most common reason wrist trackers miss data. 3. Temperature trend sensing is genuinely class-leading. And for anyone tracking cycles or early illness, it's the feature owners said they'd miss most if they switched. Who Oura is perfect for? Someone who wants to understand their sleep architecture, stages, timing, temperature, and doesn't need live workout metrics. Who should skip it? If your real goal is athletic strain and recovery for training, you're paying for sensors pointed at the wrong problem. Whoop 5.0. The verdict? Whoop wins for athletes who train hard and make daily training decisions, and loses for everyone who just wants to sleep better. 3 data points. 1. Whoop's strain and recovery model is the most actionable in the category. Owners in the training-focused threads consistently said the recovery score changed how they program their week. That's a real behavior change, and that's the product working. 2. The trade-off is the model runs as a subscription. There's no device you own outright. You pay monthly, indefinitely, and the community's #1 complaint isn't accuracy, it's that the meter never stops running. 3. On pure sleep staging, owners reported Whoop and Oura land close, but Whoop's wrist/bicep placement is more motion sensitive. Restless sleepers reported more phantom wake events that didn't happen. Who Whoop is perfect for? The person whose sleep question is really a training question. Am I recovered enough to lift today? Who should skip it? If you're not training hard, you're paying a subscription to optimize a number you won't act on. Apple Watch, Series 10 Ultra. The verdict? Apple Watch is the most accurate consumer sleep staging device you can buy that you might already own. And it deliberately refuses to give you a single score, which is either its biggest flaw or its smartest feature. 3 data points. 1. Independent validation work has rated Apple's sleep stage detection competitively with dedicated wearables. The hardware is good. The catch the community names over and over is battery. You have to charge it before bed, and if you forget, you get nothing. 2. Apple won't hand you you're 84% recovered number, and that frustrates people. But from a sleep science standpoint, a single composite score is the least trustworthy number any of these devices produces. Apple showing you raw stages instead of a confident-sounding score is arguably the most honest move in the category. 3. It's the only one here you likely already own, which means the real cost of trying sleep tracking might be zero. Who Apple Watch is perfect for? Anyone who already wears one and wants honest stage data without paying for a fourth gadget. Who should skip it? Deep sleepers who hate charging routines, and anyone who specifically wants the temperature and recovery depth Oura and Whoop provide. Before the head-to-head verdict, I pulled every device, supplement, and habit that actually showed up in the community data into one file. The Sleep Optimizer's checklist. 12 products that actually work, ranked, with the exact spec that matters for each. It's free, links in the description. Grab it so you're not taking notes. I did the note-taking for all 300 threads. You've probably already noticed the thing the whole community noticed. The score and how you feel don't always agree. Here's why, and what to do about it. So which data do you trust? It depends on the question you're actually asking, so let me segment it cleanly. If your goal is understanding and improving your sleep, stages, temperature, long-term trends, get the Oura Ring. It's the one the community trusts most for sleep itself, and the 7-day battery means you'll actually capture the data. If you're an athlete making daily training calls and you'll act on a recovery score, get Whoop. Just go in knowing it's a subscription that never ends, and budget for that. And if you already own an Apple Watch, start there tonight, for free. Wear it, read the raw stages, ignore the urge to want a single magic number. It's more honest than the number you're chasing. Here's the FOMO part, and it's real. Tracker pricing and membership terms shift constantly, and the bundle deals on the Oura and Whoop links below move with the season. They won't stay where they are today. 6 months from now, you'll either be the person who picked the right device for your actual question and finally trusts your data, or the person still buying their 4th tracker, hoping the next one feels different. That settles which device to trust. But here's the thing none of these 3 solve, and it's the question I get most. What do you do when your score is great and you still feel exhausted? That gap between the data and the human is the entire next episode. If this saved you from buying the wrong tracker, the like button is right there. Subscribe, and next Deep Sleep Thursday, you'll get episode 3. Your sleep score is good, but you feel terrible. The 4 reasons why, the day it drops. And grab the Sleep Optimizer's checklist at restmadesimple.com/checklist so the next device you buy is the last one you need. This content is for informational purposes only and is not medical advice. Consult a qualified healthcare provider for individual